The mind is a really beautiful thing that human beings have. You see, we each of us only use 10% of the capacity of our mind. But it wasn't like that before. You see, back then in the year 666 BC, there exists a group of people who uses 100% of their mind capacity. But unfortunately, this group of people is just a really small group of people compared to the whole population of the world. Their leader, this leader of the group called Mr. Jonathan, found that it is hard for them to function as a society in a world filled with incompetent beings, like all the stupid humans who can't even use their mind. So Mr. Jonathan decided to go to meet one of the gods. A god in the shape of a hippo made of roses. And he asked, "Oh God, how can we solve this problem for the world? Because I do not think our kind will be able to take care of the whole world alongside this idiocy." And the Lord Hippo replies, "Do not fear, my child, as I have the best solution to this. You must relinquish 90% of your mind capacity and share it with the rest of the world." "But my lord, wouldn't that just make everyone stupid?" "That is the point, my child. If everyone is stupid, then no one is. And since then, every human in the whole world became able to use 10% and only 10% of their mind. And that is the history that explains why y'all are so fucking stupid. Dungeons. You see, dungeons, as in, the dungeons in Dungeons and Dragons or any kind of dungeons, especially in RPG and stuff, was actually derived from a certain word. It wasn't spelled. The real spelling of this word was not actually dungeons. But dungeon itself was actually a really, really what is it? It's actually different from the actual dungeons. When like in the world, the actual world dungeons was actually for an underground prison and stuff. But dungeons in gaming term was actually created by a legendary game developer from 1962 called Jonathan. As he was the one who created the first ever maze that resemble the thing that we will associate with dungeons here. That wasn't a really good idea back then. That wasn't really a popular idea back then. As his friend was like, what are you doing, John? What is this thing? And John was like, no, this is a simplified journey of might and magic that will push the boundaries of strength and strategy, of wisdom and intellect, for all of you to overcome. This is far greater than chess. Everyone was like, no, John, this is dumb. This is dumb. And John was like, if it's so dumb, then I'm sure all of you can conquer it. Or are you too afraid to do it? And everyone was like, fine, John, we will play your dumb game. But for everyone, it actually was really fun. And all of his friends started to spread the love of this maze created by John to their other friends, and it starts to boom throughout the US and the Europe. As the Dumb John's game. The game of Dumb John. David asked, how did history get started? Well, David, Thank you for the super chat, Jonathan. Yeah, I know. Now, David. It all started in 1964 BC. Where everyone didn't care about anything at all. Everyone didn't exactly care about things like recorded stuff or the tales from the past. They only care about how to survive. But one person called Jonathan was struck with the passion to tell everyone about his adventure to the West. As he was one of the only people who decided to roam the whole world. And one day, throughout the connection between all the settlements, Jonathan became a legend. Every one in each village will ask each other, "Have you listened to Jonathan's story? Have you ever heard about Jonathan's story? Which Jonathan's story have you heard?" But unlike his stories, his name was not something that people always remember. As only a few select people were allowed to learn the name of the legend. But the story continued. And everyone who didn't know the name will ask each other, "Have you ever heard about his story? Which part of his story compelled you?" The story of the past, of the great adventure. His story that will always live forever and ever and ever. Yes, this is not a history lesson. This is a his story lesson. This whole stream is about Jonathan all along. And my name is... Oh. Jonathan Hippopotamonstrossus qui Padale. You think you've been listening to Reza AvaJonathan all along, but no! I am the embodiment of fear. I am the man all of you need to be scared of. I am the man that's capable of changing the history itself. Because it is never his story. It's my story. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I'm sorry. The joke went the joke went too far. So what have we learned today, children? You know, this is Mr. Avanuna's history lesson. I don't even know why I'm doing this stream. Is this even entertaining to people? I don't know. But at least there's 100 people watching this. So if I'm stupid, at least 100 other people are also stupid. Welcome to the initiation of a Jonathan cult. You guys have finished your journey, and I hope you will always spread it to the people around. We are Jonathan. Say it once again. We are Jonathan. Come on, everyone. We are Jonathan. Come on. Don't be scared. We are Jonathan. We are Jonathan. We are Jonathan. We are Jonathan. Once again, we are Jonathan. We are Jonathan. Yes, Jonathan. We are Jonathan. Once again, everybody, we are Jonathan. We are Jonathan.
Thank you, Kabe, for your super chat. Give us Jagos Undong Sayamatongs. We are Jonathan. 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 Come on, everyone. We are Jonathan. We are Jonathan. We are Jonathan.